the red corner from Netherlands. Wearing the red trunks, trimmed with orange, here is the current Continental Lightweight Champion, Powder Kane. Fighting out of the blue corner from Mexico. Wearing the white trunks with red trim, Unbreakable.
An open-air outdoor stadium. What a venue for this contest. Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. Not a lot of defense here at all. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Misses with the straight left. Nice counter shot by her. She scores without counter. This fighter loves throwing straight power shots. Their opponent has got to get that head off the center line. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Through the straight left, but it won't score. You'd like to see more jabs. Those counter punches have to hurt. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. All three judges here. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Misses with the straight left. Counter punch. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Not a lot of punch out. Hold her right there. And at some point, the corner needs to think about stepping in here. And they're down. It looks like this one's going to be over. What a massive shot there. Down she goes. Let's see it again one more time.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom.
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You're being put down. You've got to think right. Survive.
The bell rings and we start the third. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
A perfect counter lands. Respect for each other's punching power. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. That counter shot lands. Nice exchanges from both women in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Misses with the straight left. These two fighters are made for one another. Misses with the straight left. That they're going to be able to get back on their feet here as the referee continues the count. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took her out.
So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Love the response, though. Got back.
Here's the bell for round 4. She got dropped in the last round. Let's see how she does here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
Catches and counters. So much for boxing. This is a fight. When are we going to see a jab from these two? How about that time counter shot? Some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Nice counter shot. Punch, counter punch. Misses with the straight left. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. You don't want to trade shots. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. We know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? On to the 5th we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Straight right, just misses. This may do it. It's all coming to an end. Oh, and that changes everything. And down they go. Let's see that again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Is that ever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He should be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of heart we need to see.
He got clipped by that counter. Jab does not score. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after. There's the bell to start round 6. You can see the look of frustration in the corner. She was so confident heading into this fight, but that last round seemed to knock it out of her. She's got to figure out a way to turn the momentum around.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
There's a counter shot. Can't find a home for that jab. The jab not finding its target. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Jab can't find a home. Her stamina is off the charts. That jab misses. And that hook misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominant.
There's the bell to start round 7. The last round was massive for her, Johnny. How does she keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Perfect counter shot. Not a lot of punch-out Thought there might be more action here. Holding nothing back here in the round. You'd like to see more jabs. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The jab doesn't quite connect. They missed with the jab. Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, the corner can't be happy with the way things are going for her right now.
You know, I've been...
They're back at it again here in round 8. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They're going to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
For the weary. Just misses with that jab. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Defense is not an option for these two. Nice counter. And now going for the finish. And the referee will begin the count. 10 seconds to get up. I don't see any movement here. It looks like this one's going to be over. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Even I.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory? That is... Tom, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.